morning, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. It is about 22 degrees out here today, and this has been sitting here all night with the heater on. I don't know. I think we've got a little bit of freezing happening maybe. It's warm enough in here. Pressure washer is definitely not frozen. Let's get some tarps off and see what we got. All right, we are definitely still liquid. This is liquid. Let's see. We've got chem off, water on. Let's see if we can recirculate into our bin with our 12 volt, and that'll tell me the story pretty quick. Let's see. See, that's water. Yeah. We're putting water in there. We have flow. Let's turn the chem on. Yeah. There it goes. All right. Business. That works good. So this was the coldest night that we're expected to have for the next several nights. So that process should work for me. That's frozen. That's okay. We're not downstreaming or doing anything like that today. We're not doing any washing at all today for that matter. But I don't want to break everything down. So we're going to limp. I've got some washing to do tomorrow. This will all thaw out through the day. I'm gonna have a little bit better system set up today. I'm hoping to maybe go buy a bigger, better tarp. And I never made it to buy bungee cords last night, so we'll probably be able to remedy some of this. Not really too worried about freezing like this, because so long as the water has someplace to go, you're in good shape. Nothing will be burst here. And this didn't freeze at all, so we're happy about that. Show you guys what's going on. Nice frosty roof. This gutter I've already cleaned out with the tool of the trade. A little scraping action gets it done. This gutter was not too bad. This is a client we washed in the in the summer, and we ran the gutters out, and the trees are pretty far away here. But I wanted to show you guys my latest fashion statement. Oh yeah, winter in New England, baby. Here it comes. Hey, Derek, check it out, brother. All right, now come with me. We'll go up the ladder. The only reason the ladder's here is because we are nearly frozen this morning. This gutter was not frozen. You can see how good it works. Doesn't get any better than that, and you can't walk this, or at least I can't. All right, we're set up in Plainfield on the lake, on the other side of the lake from where we just were, and Yeah. Unfortunately, this house has been neglected. You can see weeds growing out of the gutters. And it's pretty cold out still. This is the sunny side. I'm hoping these gutters are thawed well enough to blow out that side, all of this side. I know that the lake side is going to be frozen. There's still frost all over the roofs on the north side. So we're going to see what happens when I get up there. Well, let's go take a look. So I'm breaking stuff out by hand. Thankfully, it's coming out in big frozen hunks, but that's nice. Love it. All right, I got all the gutters here manually excavated, breaking ice out with my little pry bar tool. And I'm gonna take a minute. It took me about 35, maybe 40 minutes to do everything. I'm gonna take a couple minutes now and just sit here on the roof and enjoy the view. So this valley on the roof was like that valley on the roof, only heavier, and this stuff was all frozen. I blew what I could off with a leaf blower. I've been letting it thaw out for a half hour or so. And I've got new Itchy up here with me. I bought a new Itchy, and I think this is a job for Itchy. I'm gonna rough that off of there, make it look better. We didn't contract for roof cleaning here today, but you can't leave this kind of thing and walk away and expect to get any more business from the neighbors or anybody else. So we're gonna run new Itchy through it. It's doing a good job too. Old Itchy's still on the truck. Don't worry, we didn't get rid of old Itchy. But old Itchy, the bristles are kind of bent over from putting in so much work. And then of course, you can use the back of the broom if you need to. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that, then we're gonna blow this all out. Now that I've gotten all the ice out of the gutters, I can come through and easily blow the rest of the small debris out, and we're gonna make this look fantastic. There we go, man. Sometimes the improvements are just so powerful. I can't even believe it myself. Sweet. All right, I'm getting set up on the next gutter cleaning of the day. This is a project I've done 3 or 4 times. I think I did this my first season in the fall. And my first season, I put a ladder right there and I walked that roof like a madman. I wouldn't do that today. I will get on that angle, but not at that height. I just don't have it in me anymore to take that kind of risk. And in the back here, I did the back too. I don't even know what was wrong with me. Crazy. This drops way off. So I mean, you got 3 stories in the back, and I was up on that roof over there like a madman. But today we're doing this all with the Skyvac, not Skyvac, but Skyvac poles on the blower, and I'll be able to string together 6 or 7 poles, reach over the peak there and blow this way, and do the same thing from the other side. I did it last year with my Husqvarna plastic poles, and it worked really well. I put a ladder up on this gutter over here just now to see if we're thawed out. It has warmed up to about 40 degrees. I think I'm gonna put the 24 back here and check in the corner over here and see if that's thawed out, because that'll give me a real good indicator of whether the top is thawed or not. Hoping that it is. There's never really any leaves in that top gutter, thankfully. The trees here are too far away, and whatever, the wind, I guess, tends to blow away from the house, but the back here never has much in it. The front is always loaded. But I'm gonna get set up with the carbon fiber pole set up momentarily, and we'll get a little video of blowing the front. All right, we're set up out back. The property slopes away. I've got 6 poles on the beast. I think this is the first time I've used 6. I think I used 5 one day last week or so with Tony. We have 7 total, so this is nearly maxed. But I'm using 6 so that I can reach over that peak best I can. And let's try it out, see what happens. Not bad, not bad. All right, I'm getting set up on my next home. This is a home I've washed twice and done gutters on at least 3 times. Normally I walk the roof with the blower, and today I'm actually gonna do it with the snorkel. Just because I feel like staying on the ground. We're gonna give it a try. We haven't tried this method on this house. I got 2 poles set up, 2 carbon poles. This is the Husky 125. Those are the Skyvac carbon fiber poles. There's a Fernco fitting right here, which reduces from, I think, 2.5 maybe down to 1.5. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's just a rubber Fernco fitting that fits in there that's clamped with this device. That's it. And this fits well enough friction fit, but it doesn't really come out. And it also allows me to turn it so I can adjust the angle of my nozzle depending on which way I'm walking. Client has a dog that's home. We got Evie on the job. Hey, bud. Hey. Hanging out front on the hook. Good girl. Let's fire it. All right, I changed my mind. This is just easier. These big oak leaves. Too much time with my hands over my head. This is just physically easier. All right, last project potentially of the day. Last one I have scheduled. We are about 2 hours ahead, so I might try to grab something and stick it in there. Up on this garage, I've been here 3 times. Every year I talk to the guy about this roof. He says he wants to do it in the spring, and then he doesn't. But it's a nice soft carpet when you get down there, so you be real careful so that stuff doesn't move, slip out from underneath you. Lots of debris on this roof, and gutters packed with oak leaves. All put away. I burned a hole in my pants. These are polyester pants. The muffler on the leaf blower on my leg for just a couple seconds, and plastic pants, man, burned a hole right in them. All right, it's 2 o'clock. We're done. I'm making the call. We're calling it a day. I'm gonna go to the tractor store and see if I can't buy a better tarp or something different. I'm gonna go check it out. I gotta get some more 50-to-1 2-stroke fuel. I gotta go get some bungee cords to hold my tarp system down. So I think I've done enough gutter blowing for the day. I'm gonna go work on my setup a bit, show you what we get done. All right, before we do anything else, we're having a chicken Caesar wrap with some Utz chips. Right on. Boy, it got dark quick. That's all my ladders off the truck propped up there, because I went and bought myself this nice canvas 10x16 tarp. Impermeable, it says. Waterproof, treated. This thing's wicked heavy. It's got to weigh 35, 40 pounds. Very heavy. You're going to get it opened up, and I've got some ideas. This is going to be my truck topper 1.0. we're going to work on over the next couple days. All right, there it is, truck top 1.0. This is nice heavy canvas material. This is like thicker than Carhartt jeans, very, very thick. And as you can see, it's dimpling up right here. I'm going to figure out a way to run this underneath my roof, underneath my ladder rack. So I'm going to be making some cuts and fitting this thing more correctly, and it's going to be like drapery, and I'm going to cut it to the correct length, and I'm going to put some rods in there that I can then roll up like curtains on the side and the back, and have the top just fixed. When this drops down in here, I'm going to gain the 6 or so inches of length that I need here to tuck up into the front, and I think it's going to come out pretty slick. But this is super thick and halfway insulated, and I'm gonna have a nice warm nest in here. You can't see, there's no light in here, but my heater's going in here now, and it's gonna be nice and toasty and waterproof, reasonably waterproof, very waterproof. In fact, I think it's what it's made for. It's tent material. Pretty cool. But I've been thinking about this for a couple of seasons. I did go to an upholstery guy earlier this year. I wanted him to make me one, and he's like, I didn't really want to do it. So I'm going to do it myself.